Mechanics, this could well be the last sit-down meal of the day, though that might come as a relief to a fragile Gary Wheeler.
Good man to try.
Cereals, thank you very much.
Are you sure you don't want some cooked breakfast, Gary?
Cool.
Get it down.
I've just put one out, thanks.
Oh, look at all that grease and oil.
Yeah.
Another bottle of wine, guess?
Don't drink much, thanks, Steve. No.
Tell me, Tom.
I think Senna's alright, Gary.
Senna who?
Look at the wind direction of it. Time from what is, what, 1 or 2 o'clock the race?
For the crew on Car 8, these are the two men that matter, Ayrton Senna and his race engineer, Giorgio Ascanelli. Whenever they put their heads together, it means more changes to the car.
Yes!
It's Giorgio's responsibility to decide how Car 8 is set up, and Paul Simpson's job to ensure that it gets done. And it's time to get started.
Runs, and the last run of the day we change tires again. Are you doing something? Now, for the next set of tires, you want to correct it like this.
After today's practice, the car's setup needs some adjustments. Mark Lunnan is in charge of the gearbox on Senna's car.
I'm changing the gear ratios at the moment. They're somewhat hot, lads. I have to do it rather carefully. The oil temperature is about 100 degrees at present, which is its usual operating temperature. Ayrton feels that the ratios that are in the gearbox at present are not suitable, so I'll probably go for slightly shorter ratios to give him more flexibility. It's question of taking it apart, putting it back together again. We'll do this maybe 5-6 times in a weekend on each car. Some circuits you can even change 5th or 6th gear if the wind changes direction.
And you had to move the low drag on gearbox as well. And gearbox always have low drag. You understand? I got completely...
Ayrton Senna is famous for making great demands on himself and others, something his number one mechanic Paul Harding is used to now.
I think there's respect, and I think possibly it goes both ways. I get on well with Ayrton. From a mechanic's point of view, I don't have any problems, as long as everything's going okay. But obviously, in the heat of the moment, if things go wrong, then tempers can get a bit frayed. But I think you have to be fairly strong, and if you know that you're right, you have to say that you are right. And I think he accepts that. But if something goes wrong, just apologise and say I'm very sorry. And normally it's okay. I think that if it wasn't, things would have happened by now.
They deal with a very big responsibility, which is safety. So when they put a wheel in place, or brakes in place, or a wing, or a gearbox, or an engine, or cooling systems, lubricating systems, they are dealing with your life. If they get it wrong and you go on the circuit and you have a technical failure as a result of one of their mistakes, that is bad. And they are the ones that in the end put this thing together. So they have the ability to create, innovate by themselves, and as much as they are important in that aspect, they are also important as enthusiasts. They are all racers.
I think
personally that Ayrton Senna is the finest racing driver of his era. He's quick, he's brave, and he gives more than 100% all the time. It must be difficult to work with a driver. Come Sunday afternoon, is prepared to race for 7th, 8th place. I like to work with a guy that will race to come first, whether he's got a good car or a mediocre car. I like to see the guy try.
Therefore, if I disable segmentation, it will disable low drag. You have to remember to do it on your own, auto low drag, if you are on position 1. And as soon as you click in position 2, you're going to come up. If you feel it coming in, it's going to come in also. Move it, follow to there. There, exactly there.
On the eve of the race, there is always more work to do on the cars. Another long night for the mechanics.
We got an ice cream, yeah. Oh, I'll get first choice for a change.
Come on, I always come to you guys first.
Oh, look at these.
No, there's about 5 varieties. Mars. Shaky, Travis, Mars, nuts, crunch, some nougat-y sort of thing. That's like a nougat, frozen nougat.
I don't like this, it's got nuts in.
There is a long list of mechanical jobs to be done, and many setup changes.
Now we can take the engine out. We put new engine in, new radiators, new gearbox, new brakes, check the fuel system. It's a complete rebuild now.
What's left of the old car then?
Just the chassis and the front suspension, if that's okay.
Well, it's 10:30 now, and you see that there's still quite a lot of teams still here. This is normal for us. On a good night, we'd be just putting down the shutters, but we've had a few hitches along the way, so it's going to be probably, before all the team leaves, it's going to be probably another couple of hours, I would think.
This is probably an average Saturday night for us. It normally goes on till midnight, Saturday nights do. There's not a lot of people actually do series this time of the night, to be honest. This is the side of Formula One that people don't quite understand.
This is the glamour, is it? Yeah, I suppose it does have its glamorous sides, what they see on the television, but look around now, there's not much glamour, is there?
Race day for the mechanics begins with tyre change practice.
Okay, go.
do the tyre stop and the truckies. Gary does the right-hand front wheel gump. David does the taking off of the left rear. I do the wheel gump on the left rear. And Mark does the right rear. He does the taking off. That's the 4 guys off of our car. And then all the other guys do the other jobs as well. It's pretty important for testing out all of the equipment and also for us as well to get us into the swing of things, ready for whatever happens this afternoon. Because you're involved in it then, you're involved in the race, and you can on occasions pick up places if you do very good pit stops, if the car that's in front has a slower one. So you contribute sometimes to an overtaking manoeuvre.
It's not long now before the start of the French Grand Prix. Right up to the start, work goes on. For the mechanics on car number 8, their job is almost over. After 3 long days and 2 late nights, now the crew can only wait. As their driver fights it out in front of the crowd, in the pits, the mechanics of car number 8 have a very different view.
Most of the time you can't even see the race going on, but you've got to be ready. We're always listening to the driver on the radio anyway, and you've always got to be ready in case he comes in, exits the last corner with a puncture.
Some circuits you can see a little bit, and you can see maybe the turn. And that some circuits you can see nothing. So you just stand around and have a chat and watch the pit boards. If you watch the pit boards, you get some idea of what's going on during the race and how we're doing. You have to be sort of prepared for tyre stops, and they can come quite quickly. You know, it can be a shout at the last minute, and the car can be in the pit lane, which is pretty good because it happens so quickly. You don't have much chance to think about it. Just do it.
I personally have never actually been to see a Grand Prix. I wouldn't know what one looked like if it hit me in the face, to be honest. I've never ever seen a Grand Prix.
In the event, Senna came 4th and Michael Andretti, McLaren's other driver, 6th.
Two cars in the top 6. I think we're pretty happy with it. Billy on Nigel's car is, Billy's well chuffed with his 6th place. He's well happy with that this weekend. So, all in all.
So all that late night work.
Don't say it was worth it.
Don't ever say
it was worth it.